me firmly, take me round steadily, and not get tired before I do." "The clockwork figure will be the thing for you," said the girl who had interrupted. "Bravo!" cried one of the others, clapping her hands. "What a capital idea!" "What's a capital idea?" they asked. "Why, a clockwork dancer, or better still, one that would go by electricity and never run down." The girls took up the idea with enthusiasm. "What a lovely partner he would make," said one. "He would never kick you or tread on your toes, or tear your dress," said another, "or get out of step, or get giddy and lean on you. And you would never want to mop his face with his handkerchief. I do hate to see a man do that after every dance. And wouldn't want to spend the whole evening in the supper-room. Why, with a phonograph inside him to grind out all the stock remarks, you wouldn't be able to tell him from a real man," said the girl who had first suggested the idea. "Oh, yes, you would," said the thin girl. "He would be so much nicer." Old Geibel had laid down his paper and was listening with both his ears. On one of the girls glancing in his direction, however, he hurriedly hid himself again behind it. After the girls were gone, he went into his workshop, where Olga heard him walking up and down, and every now and then chuckling to himself. And that night he talked to her a good deal about dancing and dancing men, asked what they usually said and did, what dances were the most popular, what steps were gone through, with many other questions bearing on the subject. Then, for a couple of weeks, he kept much to his factory, and was very thoughtful and busy, though prone at unexpected moments to break into a quiet low laugh, as if enjoying a joke that nobody else knew of. A month later, another ball took place in Fort Wangen. On this occasion it was given by old Wenzel, the wealthy timber merchant, to celebrate his niece's betrothal, and Geibel and his daughter were again among the invited. When the hour arrived to set out, Olga sought her father. Not finding him in the house, she tapped at the door of his workshop. He appeared in his shirt-sleeves, looking hot but radiant. "Don't wait for me," he said. "You go on. I'll follow you. I've got something to finish." As she turned to obey, he called after her. "Tell them I'm going to bring a young man with me. Such a nice young man, and an excellent dancer. All the girls will like him." Then he laughed and closed the door. Her father generally kept his doings secret from everybody, but she had a pretty shrewd suspicion of what he had been planning, and so to a certain extent was able to prepare the guests for what was coming. Anticipation ran high, and the arrival of the famous mechanist was eagerly awaited. At length the sound of wheels was heard outside, followed by a great commotion in the passage, and old Wenzel himself, his jolly face red with excitement and suppressed laughter, burst into the room and announced in stentorian tones, "Herr Geibel, and a friend." Herr Geibel and his friend entered, greeted with shouts of laughter and applause, and advanced to the centre of the room. "Allow me, ladies and gentlemen," said Herr Geibel, "to introduce you to my friend, Lieutenant Fritz. Fritz, my dear fellow, bow to the ladies and gentlemen." Geibel placed his hand encouragingly on Fritz's shoulder, and the lieutenant bowed low, accompanying the action with a harsh clicking noise in his throat, unpleasantly suggestive of a death rattle, but that was only a detail. "He walks a little stiffly." Old Geibel took his arm and walked him forward a few steps. He certainly did walk stiffly. But then, walking is not his forte. He is essentially a dancing man. I have only been able to teach him the waltz as yet, but at that he is faultless. Come, which of you ladies may I introduce him to as a partner? He keeps perfect time. He never gets tired. He won't kick you or tread on your dress. He will hold you as firmly as you like, and go as quickly or as slowly as you please. He never gets giddy, and he is full of conversation. Come, speak up for yourself, my boy." The old gentleman twisted one of the buttons at the back of his coat.